What's going on, guys? Austin Eve here. I've got Angel with me, um, and I have got a video for you. It's a week old, but it kind of interested me. If any of you guys have heard of Tom Macdonald before this video, um, look down below, or leave a comment down below. Um, if you haven't, um, this dude is he looks like your stereotypical rapper. Piercings, um, the in some of his music videos, the braids or dreads, if you want, and grails, um, all tatted up. And but if you listen to his music, he actually knows what he's talking about. And from what I've heard in his music, this guy knows what he's talking about. And I gotta say, if he gets any bigger, I want to hear if Upchurch or Adam Calhoun want to do a music video with him, because this guy like I said, this guy knows what he's talking about. He's non-biased in his music videos, and from what I could tell, he is not one of those guys that's gonna be raging over his political views. But anyways, enough blabbering. Me and Angel are gonna check this guy out. Hope you guys enjoy the video, and leave a comment down below on what you guys think of him and if you've heard of him. Let's get into it.
We'll see you next time, Sylvia. Thank you very much, too.
Thank you.
So, thank you both. You might not consider yourself someone who cares about a rap song that's climbing the charts, but it is a pretty interesting culture moment when the tune is called Fake Woke. It attacks cancel culture and it questions the Black Lives Matter movement. The exclusive interview you don't want to miss next. A song exploding on the music charts this week with more than 2.5 million views on YouTube in just a couple of days. The viral hit is called
2.5 million views, and the song is what do they say? Hold on. In how many days?
A song exploding on the music charts this week with more than 2.5 million views on YouTube in just a couple of days. The viral hit is
in just a couple of days. That's how you know people are actually listening to others when they speak the truth. That is crazy.
Called Fake Woke. Canadian rapper Tom Macdonald serves up a controversial take on cancel culture and much more. Fox News Headlines 24/7 reporter Carly Shimkus has just spoken with Tom Macdonald exclusively. Hi, Carly.
Hey, Martha. Yeah, that's right. It was a very interesting interview. And you know, it's common for musicians to release politically charged songs these days, but you've probably never heard one quite like this before. Rapper Tom Macdonald rails against cancel culture and censorship in his new song titled Fake Woke, and his message has been heard by millions.
We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, because you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children, we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs.
Did you catch that? I'm gonna play that again.
You should probably love it, because you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children, we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now. The planet went crazy.
Now, McDonald's anti-censor
Want the adults to shut up. He's basically talking about those that have actually been on this earth, rather if you're a politician or just someone that pays attention to what's going on in the world. They want them to stand down, back off, and be like, hey, we're the real deal.
Yeah. Also, kind of like piggybacking on that a little bit. When I was me, I just listened to the guy. I first found out him on Facebook, and his music a lot of his music is similar to what he's talking about. It's just controversy, but at the same time, we kind of need it nowadays. Of the whole, we need to talk about things that a lot of people nowadays, especially the left and the social justice warriors or whatever you want to call them, they don't want to talk about the truth. And when you kind of do this, they're kind of like, oh my gosh, but we need to talk about the truth. It has to be talked about.
And there's actually one song that when BLM was all about George Floyd, this and that, Tom Macdonald did a song called White Trash, and he not only went on about the stereotypical logics of um, white people, but he also went on about how basically none of that identifies who we are. The media makes it sound like that's who we are, but that's not the case. And I don't get like why people want to divide us so much. It drives me nuts.
It really does.
Censorship Anthem has racked up over 2.5 million views on YouTube since it was released just 4 days ago. More impressively, it's currently the #1 most downloaded song on iTunes, beating out this year's Super Bowl performer The Weeknd and Grammy winner Ed Sheeran. Macdonald believes his music is popular because he is willing to scream what others would never say out loud.
And sadly, that is actually true. I mean, for me, I'm a white dude, and I could have said the quote unquote N word um, that everybody's going off about on Morgan Wallen, and I've seen the video, and he's doing the slang that ends with an A. He's not doing the whole hard R, all caps, the whole 9 yards. I mean, this is just the same people that want you to be ashamed for every little thing that you do out in public. You're not some idol. I mean, people may look up to you, but you are like anyone else. You are a person. You can live your life.
Yeah, but sadly nowadays they don't want you to live the life the way you want to do. They want you to live the life of how they see it. It's all about them trying to control you, about how they want you to think. And I'm like, we're not a communist country. We're a capitalist country for a reason. Remember last time they tried to do socialism or communism on us? That was in the 1700s with the British.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure we don't want to repeat that. That's why we don't have that.
And that's another thing that makes me mad. People repeat a lot of things. Like when Tom Brady won the Super Bowl and they considered him a racist because Patrick Mahomes was a part of the opposing team and he was a mixed kid. Um, and or as I would say, just as a joke, half and half.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that was bad.
That was terrible.
That was a bad joke. But my point is that he's right. A lot of us are afraid, or we're uncomfortable speaking certain things. But eventually, if someone doesn't like it, someone that's a complete stranger or just wants attention, feels important for 24 hours at least, those people need to move on. Honestly.
Yeah.
This song was just about screaming my truth at the top of my lungs and sort of there's this performative wokeness that's going on in society today. And I think it was just important to point some fingers at the hypocrisy and the way that the world is changing, not for the better.
Now, I want you guys to take this in for a minute. This is a white guy dressed up as your stereotypical rapper, and he's originally from Canada, and he's speaking the truth of what's going on in not only in this country, but all over the world. And and yet people want to consider Justin Bieber a national treasure. If anything, if you want to consider someone out of this country but now lives in this country a national treasure, you this guy should be a national treasure.
I never was a big fan of Justin Bieber. I think Justin Bieber was a very annoying kid, especially with that song "Baby." I was like, how can y'all listen to that music, that song? That was so annoying. And then I'm not trying to go off topic, but man, if you want to not worship somebody, if you want to respect somebody and believe somebody's good, don't go for some punk like Justin Bieber who literally spits on his fans every time they see him, and
Yeah.
you want somebody that treats his fans with respect and that speaks the truth, not
Exactly. And
not punk.
you want someone that, if you want, who's a good person that fans are respectful to him, and they're respectful to his fans. Um, Post Malone, Ryan Upchurch, Adam Calhoun, Demon Jones. Those guys, they are respectful to their fans. What other artists could I think of? Not just in country or rap or even pop. Who um, who else can I think of?
I don't know, really. Yeah, I actually don't really have anybody else I would say. So
Well, those are just some artists that came on the top of my head, and it's crazy. Anyways.
Now, the 32-year-old is no stranger to tackling hot-button issues. In a track released last year titled "People Are Stupid," he made his feelings on abortion clear, wondering why some don't consider a heartbeat a sign of life.
Let's talk about abortion. Sorry, tell me how this works. Bacteria is life on Mars, but a heartbeat isn't life on Earth? Weird.
In another song, he discussed Black Lives Matter, calling it a valuable movement, but adding all lives matter isn't racist or stupid. Supporters call his stance refreshing, but critics have accused him of racism and homophobia. One Twitter user writing, if someone listens to Tom Macdonald, cut them off completely.
Okay.
Another tweeting, if you like Tom Macdonald, you gotta be racist.
all right. No, I just want to say I don't want to try to steal from you, but look, I listen to Tom Macdonald. I agree with what he says, and people were saying the same thing, like, "Oh, that's the sad part about the people in today's society. If you speak your opinion, you speak the truth or your opinion, you're a racist. You're supposed to be cut off, and no one likes you."
These are the same people that believe that abortion, for whatever reason, is okay, and I'm not gonna, like, if it's like, oh, you think your boyfriend's gonna pull out game, or any or it was Planned Parenthood, and they decide, oh, on second thought, never mind. You you people suck.
And what's sad, the sad part is, like, what happened to the times where if you got pregnant on accident, you were to be an adult and say, "Well, I did it. It's my mistake. Should have more protection. I should have got a plan A or a plan B, and here I am." Just
But the point is that these are the same people that find the truth so very hard, and even if they don't have anything to back it up, they just basically repeat themselves. I don't understand why people have to have a problem with finding out what the truth is. They want to hear, oh, what sounds good to them.
what? Oh, shoot.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something.
Nah, I'm good.
I know who I am, my friends and my family know who I am, my fans know who I am. If I see something on TV, I change the channel. If I'm reading something I don't like, I close the book. Like, I don't try to call the radio station and call the people who are on TV names and try to cancel them, or call the publishing company that published the book that I don't like and try and get the author canceled.
And while Macdonald has the most popular song on iTunes,
And that's actually one thing that I wish we could all do as the people. Like, truthfully, yes, I might say something about Mark Cuban or Joe Biden, but that's just me as a person that cares very much about this country and how it's going to end up. I don't do it um, just to rant and rave. I do it because I love my country and I care what happens in the next 4 years. Um, and um, but that's one thing that I wish we could do, and I've said it before multiple times. Like, um, get to know the person for for who they are, not their views. And if you keep your if you turn off your TVs, turn off your laptops, turn off your TVs, or some sort of book you don't like, close the book, and um, go outside go outside, talk with your neighbors, find out who they are as people, and if they have different views than you, then that's okay um, because you know that they're actual good people. You don't assume right off the bat that, oh, well, you agree to this but I don't, we can't be friends anymore. It's nonsense.
It really is, and it's one of those things that my mom, like, kind of going on the topic a little bit. My mom, she just every time when Trump was in office, she'll watch MSNBC, CNN, and all complaining about all that. And then my brother made a comment, which was true to what Austin is saying is, look, if you don't like the guy, nobody's forcing you to watch him on the news. Just turn off the news. And she was like, well, if I don't watch the news, then what I want to watch? I'm like, something else. But nobody in the house wants to hear you complain about, I don't like this guy, I don't like him. Like, nobody's forcing you to like him or anybody.
Exactly. I mean, hello, I don't like Joe Biden, but I at least have to respect the titlement um, of commander in chief or president of the United States. It's the same way um, with the military. You don't have to respect the person or have respect for the person, but you at least have to have respect for the rank.
Mhm. Yeah.
But
Tunes right now and 1.6 million followers on YouTube. He is doing it only with the help of his girlfriend, who shoots all of his music videos. He does not have a manager, a record label, a publicist, or PR team. He also doesn't get a lot of media attention. He attributes this to not fitting in with today's accepted narrative.
People have become allergic to opinions in North America in these last 5 years, and it's pretty soon, like, they're going to cancel everything, and all we're going to have is tall gray buildings and quiet car rides, and then we're all going to be kicking ourselves in the butt for this craziness.
And while you may think he's conservative, Macdonald says he doesn't support either political party. He thinks the most important thing is to have moderate voices instead of the political polarization facing America today. Martha?
in other words, he's non-biased. Even if he like had support, like any sort of support for Trump, that's because he's not picking sides. He's not going to be biased about what Trump said or even what Biden said. He's going to speak his mind, um, and that's how we should be as the people. If um, people have to learn to accept what you have to say is going to be different from others, and if you know you're not gonna, if you know you're not gonna like it, or you don't like what he's said before, regardless if it's him or if it's Adam Calhoun's talk or anyone speaking anything involving politics or just a different opinion from you, the best thing you could do is just turn it off, walk away, um, or if it's from a book or a magazine, just close it.
It's so easy, but a lot of people just like to be triggered. And I don't know why. So, anything you wanna? Or yeah.
just, but and also um about the his girlfriend filming that, or saying that his girlfriend does all of his music videos. No offense to Church and Adam Calhoun, but you guys need to step up your game. Oh, this is this is nuts. And you got this guy. Um, he has no one he has no manager. He's not part of any record label. And Tom, if you're watching this, Tom Macdonald, if you are watching this, do not sign for any record label. Church can tell you best, um, and there's a reason why um, these the music industry does not have uh, these other independent artists, because not only will they'll screw them over, but they'll be like, "Yo, we recommend this, we recommend that." No,
Yeah, and I don't think Tom McDonald's gonna sign for any record deal at all anytime soon.
exactly. If Upchurch hasn't signed for a record label by now, then it's never going to happen.
Never had, never will. So.
Carly, thank you. Very interesting interview, a controversial rapper with a pretty strong message. Interesting to hear from him. I also just want to do.
Well, guys, that's it for the video. Um, I do hope you guys enjoyed this. If you've heard of Tom McDonald before this video, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about him. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm Austin AU. This is Angel Johnson. Y'all have a good one.